Hello there my YouTube friends and fans, welcome back to Conan Exiles. As you can see, I added quite a bit to my house because every time I'm here I work a little bit on it until I get itchy feet, and then the travel bug is hitting me again and I want to go and explore more. And I'm at the point right now where that's happening. I have gathered all the resources, I have fixed all my stuff, I made sure I had all the gear that I need to go on further travels. So let's see where we're going this time. So my plan is to go and check out this blue spot up there in the upper left corner, which looks like a bunch of lakes. This really sparked my curiosity and I want to go see it. So I could go this way around this red area there, or I could just cut straight through the mountains, but that could be very dangerous. But then I decide to actually do that. I go the dangerous route. I want to cut through the mountains. So I just have to deal with all the spiders. I basically just outran all the spiders and I reached the end of that section, and now I'm facing a wide open desert. But I can see that there's some buildings back there. This is kind of where I'm planning to go. But I don't know what's expecting me in this desert. I've never been here before. Nothing really happens until I run into those hyenas. And since I know that you can't really outrun them, especially since I have a big stamina issue all the time, like I'm like 80 years old or something. I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna have to fight those bastards. I don't have another choice, right? I really don't want to, I just want to go. They're biting my rear here, which really pisses me off. So I'm like, alright. There you go. So one is down. One more down. And I lost one. And I'm exhausted again. And as much as I want to loot those hyenas, take their pelt and meat, I decide not to, because I have a long journey ahead and I cannot be overburdened. So the next thing I'm facing is this enemy camp, and I have also no interest in fighting them. So I just try to see if there's a way to get around. And I'm still on the right way. So I don't know if I should go to the right or the left of this camp. And as soon as I'm close, they are starting to attack me. So I'm kind of running for the hills here. I see there is a path going up there, so that seems to be the way I need to go. And the enemies already gave up on attacking me, which is good. So I'm just gonna continue here. It's soon gonna be dark, so I just want to get as far as possible before it gets dark. And I see this and it looks so beautiful, but then I get attacked by this thing and I see it's got blue eyes and I get really scared, because those are corrupted animals, and before they have always killed me instantly. I could not fight them at all. Before I even could react, I was dead. So I'm like, I came so far, I really don't want to die. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna like enjoy the view here and hope that this thing goes away? Yeah, let's just do that. Sometimes they kind of go away and then I can safely continue. So it's down there. I'm hoping it's just gonna walk away, and it seems that's what it's doing. Or not. So it's coming back this way, so I'm really concerned. I'm like, I really need to go down there. But then on the other hand, maybe I should wait until the morning, because it's getting dark, and if I can't see, it's getting even more dangerous. So it's finally getting light again. I moved a little bit down the mountain, but I didn't dare to go all the way down. But I realized that there may be a chance for me to go on the very left side, hugging this mountain over here and avoiding those creatures. And so that's my plan. I see them over there, but they seem to not come my way. But I'm aware that this may be the case, that I may have to, you know, face death or try to fight them. But so far they're not following me, which is really good. So I'm super relieved. I feel pretty good at this point. I'm like, I think I do not have to worry about them anymore. Especially the farther I go down here. And I have been kinda in this area a little bit from the other side. I've explored this river. I don't think I've ever been up that far. But I know that down here it's mostly spiders and crocodiles I have to worry about. And look at all this iron here. I really wished I could just pick it up and bring it home. But I'm far from home now. And I'm going even farther. I need to cross this river to get to the other side. And here are the crocodiles. Just as expected. Again, I try not to fight them. I just want to get on with my journey. I'm only fighting animals if I have no other choice. So I'm hoping that there's a way up somehow so I don't have to climb. So I'm going just a little bit farther down because it looks like there could be an opening. And I finally make it up this mountain here without any problems. No major incidents. Just crocodiles hunting me. But now it's all quiet. I see some hyenas. I saw them earlier far up and on the right side. Oh, here's more. There's actually a lot of hyenas right up on this mountain, as I realized. Way more than I could handle. So I gotta be really, really careful to not lure too many to my position. There's one up there, they're to my left, they're behind me. So I'm thinking I may just kind of get down here and avoid them altogether. And they're actually jumping down with me. That was super unexpected. So I just have to keep an eye on my stamina bar, because if I run out of stamina, I can't move, and then I'm really easy prey for them. I just discovered a new location, which is exciting, but I still have the hyenas behind me. So I'm trying to see if I can get up here. Whew, to just take a breath and recharge my stamina. Turns out that was actually a really good idea, because as you can see, the hyenas run off into the distance and I'm free. So let's see where we are. So currently I'm looking straight at this huge red area, and I really don't want to go into that direction because that looks like a very dangerous area. I know now I have to somehow stick to the right, but I don't want to climb those rocks here. So let's get down from here since the hyenas have left, and then kind of keep right. So I'm just admiring this landscape here. It's huge. It looks like I just have to get up there past those columns, and I just discovered the Imperial Highway. Yay. So let's just check on the map. Yeah, pretty much have to go through those columns there. So let's go. So I just passed those columns and I'm facing a new area with a lot of new dangerous animals, like this thing over there that to me looks like a scorpion stinger. So I'm a little concerned about it, and I know for sure that I'm not going over there. Yeah, that definitely looks like a scorpion. I do not want to get stung by that thing. And it looks really, really big. So let's take a closer look. Yes, definitely a scorpion. A giant scorpion. And, you know, call me crazy, but I definitely want to take a closer look. I just don't want to be attacked by it. I'm just getting ready. Fortunately, there's this ramp here that lets me go down here, and I'm hoping that the scorpion is not coming after me. If I'm lucky, he hasn't seen me. There is a deer or a gazelle that was kind of unexpected in a desert. And there's another one there. So if they're just roaming around here peacefully, I assume that it's pretty safe to cross here. But then I hear and see this snake, which is coming after me fast. So I'm heading for the hills. Then I see one on my left. And I don't realize that my stamina is already super low when I attempt to climb this. And of course I fail. So I'm like desperately trying to get away from this snake. And I just can't because I don't have any stamina. And I get bitten. But it's not too bad. So I'm like, I should have gone this way all along. I still don't have any stamina. My heart is racing. My stamina is finally refilling and I feel safe now. I'm up here. But I want to go and take a look at where the snakes are. So I'm like, okay, they're gone. Let me heal up a little bit. And as soon as I do that, there's a snake that I didn't see that comes and bites me. But then fortunately, it is really easy to take down. But my health is at half, so I'm going to have to heal. Since I've never killed a snake before, I decided to actually loot this corpse and I get a venom gland from it, which is probably something I will need sooner or later to craft some kind of potion with. So let's take another look at this area that I just crossed. Amazing. So to my right is a nice little oasis, but it also comes with its dangers, like crocodiles. And I see all this iron and I'm like, oh, I so want it. But right now I need to get away from the crocodile and I end up in this water and it just feels so good to be in this water cooling down after this long journey through the desert. And I've also been running low on water, so this came just in time. But that's kind of given up on me, so I get out to see this area over there. But then the crocodile is deciding to attack me again, so I know I have to deal with it. Unfortunately. Alright! That is done. Need to heal. And enjoy this rolling down the hill crocodile. So then I see this like snake in the distance that looks huge. But I realize I need to kind of make sure I have the potions ready just in case I get attacked and I have to run. So there it is. And I'm not sure if that just looks super huge or if it actually is super huge. But when I zoom in with my bow, I'm like, yeah, I think that's like one of the giant animals. And I don't really want it to come too close to me because I probably won't be able to fight it. So I just leave. I'm pretty sure that's a really, really, really large snake and I probably shouldn't find out anymore right now. I worry about this when I actually have to fight it. So now off to this whole new structure here, Nuriela's Hope. And I'm like, I don't know if those people are friendly or not. They don't make any intention of attacking me. But usually it's just a matter of time. Look at those big feet over there. That's so cool. But I go closer and closer and they still don't try to attack me. So then I'm like, okay, those must be friendlies. So I'm just gonna see if I can talk to one of them.
Blessings of Mitra upon you, pilgrim. Once, I was deaf to the words of the divine, pilgrim. Like you, I wandered aimless. But Mitra chose me. spoke to me, offered me a purpose. I did not understand the nature of the task I was chosen for. I still do not. But that is faith, yes?
Okay, I just learned something. They have a nice little setup here, nice little campfire. I wish I could just cook my stuff on that campfire, but I can't. This is such a cool sculpture. There's a guy working on it. Not so sure what he's doing. Something. There's a guy up here. Hello. Okay, he's not talking to me. Not very friendly. And what do we have here? Another ghost. Oh, what is that? Oh, we have another journal. Number 6. Yay. I don't know how many journals there are, but I sure hope I find them all. So now it looks like we're on exactly on this little patch of water that I saw earlier, but I still have a long ways to go into that direction there somewhere. So I'm thinking, okay, I should probably go. I've been hanging around here long enough. I filled up my water. But I know I have to cross some more desert here with snakes. I'm facing the right way though. This is exactly where I need to go, straight ahead. I see one snake. I just don't want to run into this really, really big snake. But look at those cool mountains. So I'm trying to just kind of sneak around that. And then I see there's actually more than one snake. And they already see me and they come for me. So I know now they're not too bad to fight. And they're just small snakes. So one is already down. I just have to be careful not being bitten. Okay, now. Let's do it. It really just takes one hit, which is awesome. Oh, sir, I actually see that that's actually a king cobra. You can recognize it by the marking. So I loot it real quick. And that one too. Same one, also a king cobra. And then I head up the hill here. I hear something and I'm like, oh my god, this is a rhino. I knew there was rhinos in this world, but this is the first one I've ever seen. And then, oh my god, it's got a baby rhino. That is its mother, and I really don't want to kill the mother of this baby rhino. Neither do I want to kill the baby rhino. And then I see another rhino and I'm like, oh my god, no. I cannot fight 2 rhinos. I don't even know if I can fight one. I need to just run. And of course I run right into the hand of enemies here, into something that's called the den, which looks quite dangerous to me. Looks like a huge camp, and I'm nowhere near ready to fight this. I have the rhino right behind me, so I'm just heading for the heights. And it's knocking me down, so I'm really concerned at this point. I'm like, oh no. I have enemies, I have a couple rhinos, and I know this is not a good way to go, but I am just hoping that somehow I can outrun everything. And I fall down here and die instantly. That was so unexpected. But now, this time I decide to actually spawn on my bedroll, which is not as far away as my home. So this is the very, very first time I'm spawning on my bedroll, and as you can see, I have lost everything that was on my body. I'm almost naked. I got no weapons, no food, no water, no nothing. So I have to just spend a lot of time crafting everything with the resources I have. Clothes, weapons, water jug, everything. But that's okay. I'm in no hurry. This is a safe area, so I basically spend about a day and a night doing all this. And I finally have a decent set of weapons again, and just the basic to survive. I haven't really worried about my clothes quite yet, because I'm thinking the most important thing is that I can just defend myself for now. So let's just go, and maybe I can find some enemies and rob some of their clothes. We'll see how it goes. I'm just eager to go back to where I was. So I'm running up the hills here to just kind of get a better look of where I am. And I'm pretty much like at the edge of the red section here, as you can see. So I know I just have to go all around it and always have it on my right. But what I realized very soon after is that I actually have almost no water left. And I'm in the middle of the desert. And I run and I run, and my water at this point is like 0. I have, as you can see in the very left upper corner, the water sign there, there is no more color in there, meaning that I'm running empty right now. So I just discovered a new area here, which would be exciting in any other case, but I am facing death here. I do not know how long I can go. And I am still going, but as you can see, my vision is severely impaired, and I am ready to face death here. I know that most likely I will not survive that. There is no way to get water. And I'm surprised that I'm still alive, because my water sign is flashing now, and there's this huge scorpion here trying to attack me while I'm already hanging on to my life by a thread. And I see the oasis there in the distance. It seems so close, but yet so far, because I know I can collapse at any minute. But I keep pushing myself, because I know that's the only thing I can do. And I actually make it, and I'm just running for this water. That's all I'm interested in at this point. I cannot believe that I actually made this long journey without water. I am so relieved, because I was facing death like so close, and I was ready to die, but I did not have to die, not this time. So back here we are at the oasis before I died last time. So I'm gonna get all my stuff fixed up and in order, because I know now that I have to be careful of this, the ruins over there to the right. I'm not gonna go there anymore. I need to see if there's a way to avoid those rhinos. So let's see where they are. I do not see them anywhere. So I think if I just cut straight through this part here, avoiding the right side, I should be okay. And just kind of go and head for the hills there. So far it looks really, really good. Nobody attacking me, no snakes, no nothing. So I see this thing over here to the right. I'm like, wow, this looks really interesting, but I think there's more enemies there, so I'm probably just gonna kind of avoid that too and worry about this another time. Can I get across here? Because I just want to get up the hills. Yes, I can. Yay! Taking a look back here. I know I will check that out another time for sure, but this is not the good time for this. So I'm making up this hill facing a few enemies, but I was able to avoid them. And I get into this castle-like looking thing, and I'm like, oh my god, there's probably a bunch of enemies about to attack me. I do not know what to expect. But the more I run into this, I'm like, okay, it's very peaceful here. I don't see any enemies. That's kind of nice for a chance. I see there's like a little fire pit here. I'm like, oh, somebody's been here. Oh, we have another ghost. And we found journal number 7. Interesting. Okay. I see this stone here and I'm just trying to find out if this is the regular stone that we already know of, like the iron, or if it's any other stone. It's actually not even, oh yeah, it is iron. So never mind, I cannot carry all this iron with me because I still have a ways to go. And I don't even know exactly how to get down there because it looks like I'm super high up. So let's take a look. Whoa. This is a very interesting landscape for sure. And this looks super steep. So I'm super close. It looks like this lagoon or whatever that is just like in front of me, but way down there. And I do not have enough stamina to climb such a long ledge here. I'm trying to find out if there's one piece where I can kind of just slide down like this. That seems to work. So I'm just gonna have to hurry to make it down there before I run out of stamina so I won't fall and die. And I hear an animal, but I don't see an animal. So I'm like, oh, okay, there it is. I just saw it. There's a one of those big guys that I'm really scared of. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I am super scared of those. So I'm like, I'm out of stamina. No! And it's coming for me, and I know if this thing is getting a hand of me, it will kill me instantly. Or at least that's the ones that I always have blue eyes. So this one doesn't seem to have blue eyes, but I'm still super scared. I know that I cannot hang on here forever, and it left, so I'm going. I'm like taking the advantage and run. And I hear it behind me, and I'm like, oh man, please. Let me find a place that's safe. I'm gonna go up again since my stamina recharged. I'm just trying to get away from it. And I hear it right behind me, and it's coming for me. It actually can come up on the mountain. No! Oh my god. Again, I'm facing death. It's so close. And yes, this thing does have blue eyes, so now I'm really freaked out. I do not know what to do. I can't keep running around in circles forever here. I need to make a decision, but I am so panicked I can't make a decision. So I'm like, I need to go up here. Okay, I made it up on a rock, and I seem to... Nope, barely. And you know, you probably think that's why she's not fighting him or her. It's because I've tried to fight animals with glowing eyes before, and even though I was able to hurt them, it just took one bite or one hit from them to kill me instantly. As you can see, I don't have any armor. I just have very basic clothes on, and there's more of them down there. I turn around and I see this like giant mosquito or whatever it is, and I just keep running. I know now that I probably was not supposed to come here yet because I'm not ranked up far enough. But I happen to kind of made it out alive, and I'm in a more familiar looking territory here until I see this weird fog, and I'm like, is that another thing I'm not supposed to go and touch because I may die? So I'm going to check my location here, and I'm like, let's just go and see very carefully. And I find those ghosts here. So what is happening here? Someone collapsed. So I'm gonna need some light here to see. Do we have another journal? No, but we have a grave cairn. I don't know exactly what that is, but we found it. And just as I'm about to leave, I realize that a sandstorm is approaching, so I have to kind of stick it out here a little bit longer. Alright, the sandstorm has cleared up, but it's still dark, but I decide to just kind of go, because there's no reason for me to hang out here. There's nothing to do here. And I know that I kind of want to head back home. This has been very interesting, but this is a little bit too high level for me. And look at this scenery here. It looks mesmerizing. Look at this tree. It looks like a monster with 4 arms or 5 arms. They look so cool, don't they? Oh, amazing. So I decided to just kind of explore a little bit more here. I am disappointed that those are not lakes, but it was still worth coming here. I head up this hill here to just kind of check out those ruins to see if there's anything interesting to find here. And I find this. Another one of those glowing rocks with glyphs on it. So we just found one more thing that was actually part of the journey. I didn't even know, but this is completed now. An Attune bracelet. Not sure what that is exactly, but I'm sure I will find out later. I'm still learning so much. And then I see this light up there and I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta go check this out. What is this? Looks like some temple again. Is this friendly? But then, yeah, no. As soon as I get close enough, I get shot at. But I still want to kind of take a look and see what is it that's shooting at me. But it's so dark, I can barely see. And they're coming for me. And I'm like, oh man, I should not have done that. That was stupid. But now at least I have this stronghold as a discovered location. But I'm healing up real quick while I'm running, which doesn't really work properly. So I know I have to go because my health is now below 50%. I gotta run, and their arrows are reaching far. So I managed to outrun them, and then I decide to actually make my way back home. And I know I have to cross those mountains here. I've discovered a new location, which is awesome, but I have still quite a tough challenge here, making it through those mountains that I don't even know. And I encounter plenty of those animals that I'm really scared of, those rocky animals. So I just keep climbing and climbing and climbing because I know I have to get to the other side of this mountain, and that's the only way I know. After what seems like a forever climb, I finally make it to the very top, so I can finally get a good look of where the heck I am. So let's just get up all the way and take a look. And I'm like, I'm not really sure. Where am I? So I'm facing the wrong way. And then I finally realize which way I have to go, but I'm still very, very high up. And I see this town, the city over there. I'm like, that's really interesting, but I need to get home. So where do I have to go? So I'm finally facing the right way. I just need to get down. And now I know which way I have to run. I'm finally off that darn mountain. So I run and run and run until I see this red sand on my left. And I know now I'm on the same way that I was when I was coming. I passed this red section. Finally, I am again where my bedroll is. And also where I came out after fighting the Obscenal Remnant right there. So I know now exactly where to go. I just need to go down towards the bedroll and then out of this area. So once I'm in this section where I have my boxes stashed, I decide to kind of get a bunch of stuff back home from those boxes. But of course I can't because a couple of coyotes have to bother me here. So I have to take them out or I won't get access to my boxes. Otherwise I probably would just run down to the river. So they got me really, really good. But I have to get them. Just recharging some health here. I think I'm on my last healing potion. So I don't know what happened to the other one, but it looks like I got them both. So I'm heading for my boxes, pick what I need. And I hear more hyenas, but I'm like, I'm so out of here. I am so done fighting things. Oh, those are just the baby hyenas. Yeah, I have enough baby hyenas, I don't need any more. So I finally make it down to the river, and it feels just so great that I've completed this journey that I made for myself. It was a super amazing adventure, very dangerous. 3 or 4 times I was very close to death, but I made it out without even having any special armor or special weapons. So I'm going back to my base now, and with this I will end this video. I hope you enjoyed this adventure just as much as I did, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.